Welcome back to another installment of Superherology, the show that looks at the theology of superheroes, and we've been finding some amazing underpinnings here. And I've got to tell you, what I discovered about who we look at in this installment really surprised me. Who are we looking at? We are looking at Daredevil. Daredevil, the man without fear. Matt Murdock, a seasoned and respected attorney. He uses his respect for the law and his skilled understanding of it to aid the poor. He really does seem to have a mission, even when he's just going to work as an everyday lawyer. Well, one day, in a heroic attempt to save someone, he not only hurt himself, but he lost his sight. Daredevil is a blinded superhero who uses his other heightened skills to fight pain in the lives of others, to take hurt away from people's lives, to literally fight off crime and corruption. Oh, and did I mention that Daredevil is Catholic, a believing, devout Catholic? Why do we look at him this week? Well, as if that wasn't enough to warrant a look at him, I think the fact that he lives his faith might be. He realizes that even though he may have a cross to bear, as we all do, even though he has an obstacle, he doesn't empower it. He lives his entire life bearing witness to the fact that God's grace is there to help him. And he uses that grace in so many ways to help others. It's very interesting to note that he even looks at his faith as something that he can bring to every single situation of his life. He works with his confessor before he goes out on a job to make sure that he's always going in the right direction. He believes in the power of prayer, and we see in him Christ's Paschal mystery. His life is filled with ups and downs. His life is filled with Good Friday moments and Easter Sunday moments, and yet through it all, he uses the power that God has given him to bring light to other people's lives. So what does that mean for us? What are we meant to do theologically, pastorally, with what we see in Daredevil? Well, Jesus reminds us all the time that even in the midst of our own personal problems, even in the midst of the chaos that can sometimes affect our lives, even in the midst of our own darkness, the light that he gives to us is always there. We're invited to walk by faith, not by sight. See, Daredevil doesn't walk by sight. He uses his faith to be able to see. We're invited each and every day to walk straight ahead, knowing that the Lord is there to give us what we need in the moment. In a very real way, that's not only what Daredevil does, it's how Daredevil lives his entire life. Daredevil, the man without fear. How many times in Scripture have you heard the line, "Be not afraid"? Over and over and over again, we hear the phrase in the Old Testament and in the New Testament, "Be not afraid." Daredevil is the man without fear. And what allows him to be fearless? It's his faith. He knows that the God that he loves will never leave him, and he draws from that the strength that he needs to face the challenges of his own life and help others do the same. He's found a way to use his faith in his everyday life to bring about heroic actions and literally make the world a better place in which to live. And my friends, that truly is the call of all believers. Well, till you click in next time, remember, as always, when properly understood, everyone can be a superhero. Hey everyone, thank you for watching Superherology, the show that looks at the theology of superheroes. We certainly have had a lot of fun here at Catholic TV putting them all together for you, and we hope to be back real soon with Season 2. Until then, don't forget to subscribe to our Catholic TV YouTube station, ring the bell for notifications, and know that you are in our prayer every single day, and we hope to be back with you real soon with a new crop of superheroes.